Welcome to the Travis Elementary School Crisis Management and Safety Training for the month of October under the direction of Principal Israel Taylor, Assistant Principal Demetra Kroll, and Counselor Adrian Lott. This month we will be covering shelter in place and ladder safety. Shelter in place. The definition of sheltering in place is the use of any classroom or office for the purpose of providing temporary shelter from a hazardous material release. In the event of a shelter in place, the principal's office will, step 1, receive information and instructions to shelter in place rather than evacuate due to a nearby hazardous material release. Step 2, activate the school shelter-in-place plan by announcement over the PA system. Step 3, require all persons at outside areas to go indoors and ensure that appointed caretakers assist the handicapped. For older portables, move students to a predetermined larger location that is more airtight. Step 4, ensure that maintenance immediately shuts off all heating, cooling, and ventilation systems for the entire campus. Step 5, consider instructing teachers to seal doors and windows with duct tape in severe cases. Step 6, notify the superintendent's office, who will then contact others as needed. Step 7, do not allow anyone to leave the shelter during the emergency. Step 8, use reasonable judgment in allowing outsiders into the shelter during the height of an incident. Step 9, keep contact with police and fire department for continuous information and instructions until incident is under control. Step 10, announce the current status of the incident at frequent intervals over the PA system until there is an all clear. In the event of a shelter in place, the teacher will, step 1, move all students indoors. Step 2, close all windows and doors to the shelter. Step 3, turn off room heating, cooling, or ventilation systems. Step 4, if air contamination is apparent within the shelter, place wet handkerchief or paper towel over nose and mouth for temporary respiratory protection. Step 5, continue to follow instructions given over the PA system. Step 6, do not allow anyone to leave the shelter until an all clear has been given. And again, a shelter-in-place drill may be called because of a hazardous material release, such as a chemical plant accident, a chemical train derailment, a chemical truck overturning, a nuclear power plant incident, an outside gas leak, or a pipeline rupture. And of course, we may also call a shelter-in-place as a drill. Ladders. Don't learn ladder safety the hard way. Step up to ladder safety. Choose a ladder tall and strong enough for the job. Check that ladders have all parts in good condition, including slip-resistant steps or rungs, braces, bolts, screws, and spreaders, rope, and safety feet. Position the ladder for steadiness with ground surface level, feet parallel to the wall at a distance that is equal to 1/4 the ladder length, at least 3 feet above top support, with top anchored and bottom tied or held. Work cautiously on a ladder to prevent falls. Remember to only allow one person on a ladder wearing shoes with clean, non-skid soles. Face the ladder and hold both rails while climbing. Carry tools on a belt, rope, or hoist. Stay below the top 2 stepladder steps or 4 top ladder rings. And work with body centered, one hand on the rail, and tools in hanger or holder. Meeting guidelines. Goals. This safety session should teach employees to understand how to choose, inspect, and use ladders correctly. Number 1, Proper ladder selection, inspection, and use can prevent falls and injuries. Inspect ladders and remove unsafe ladders from use. Number 2, select the right ladder for the job. Use a ladder, not a chair or box, to reach heights. The ladder should be tall enough to reach the height you need, rated to handle the combined weight of you and your equipment. Ladders are rated as follows. 1A holds 300 pounds, 1 holds 250 pounds, 2 holds 225 pounds, 3 holds 200 pounds, not usually used on the job. Safe for the conditions. Don't use metal ladders around electricity because metal is a conductor. Number 3, inspect every ladder before using it. Don't use a ladder that has any missing or broken parts. Tag it as defective and remove it from service. Don't try to fix a ladder yourself. A ladder should have no missing parts, firmly attached slip-resistant steps, rungs, or cleats free of grease or oil, tight support braces, bolts, screws, and spreaders, lubricated metal parts, safety feet, rope in good condition, not worn or frayed, no splinters or sharp edges, no dents or bent parts in metal ladders. Number 4, set up a ladder firmly and properly. Place it on level floor or ground with feet parallel to the surface it rests against. Place the ladder on wide boards if the ground is soft or broken. Extend the ladder at least 3 feet above the top support. Don't rest it on a window or window sash or in front of an unlocked door. Anchor the top. Tie the bottom or have someone hold it. The distance from the ladder's base to the wall should equal 1/4 the ladder's length. Number 5, climb and work on ladders safely. Wear shoes with clean, non-skid, non-leather soles. Allow only one person at a time on a ladder. Climb up and down facing the ladder and holding both side rails. Carry tools on a belt or rope or hoist. Work with one hand on the ladder. Don't stand on the top 2 stepladder steps or top 4 ladder rungs. Move slowly and cautiously on a ladder. Don't move a ladder while you're on it. And center your body on the ladder so your belt buckle is in between the side rails. Number 6, carry and store ladders properly. Carry a ladder with another person when possible. If you must carry it alone, balance the center on your shoulder. Keep the front end above your head and the back end near the ground. Store ladders in a dry, ventilated area kept at a moderate temperature. Store ladders standing up if possible. If they must lie down, support both ends and the middle to prevent sagging or warping. Don't keep anything on a stored ladder or the ladder will warp. Discussion points. Ask employees which jobs they perform that would be dangerous with a metal ladder. Ask for specific suggestions on how they would carry the tools and materials they use while working on ladders. Stress to administrative staff that they should not stand on chairs, especially chairs with wheels, nor put a chair on a desk and climb on it to reach something. Conclusion. Attention to ladder safety prevents injuries. Take the time to choose, inspect, and use a ladder safely. Test your knowledge. Ladder safety for payroll stuffers. A ladder's rating 1A, 1, 2, or 3 tells you the combined weight of person and equipment it can handle. When you work around electricity, you should never use a metal ladder. To prevent falls, ladder rungs and step surfaces should be slip resistant. If a ladder is damaged or has parts missing, you should not use it and should notify your supervisor of the problems. A ladder should extend at least 3 feet above the top support. The distance between the ladder's base and the surface it leans against should be 1/4 the ladder's length. The maximum number of people permitted on a ladder is 1. When you climb a ladder, you should face the ladder and hold both side rails. The best way to carry tools on a ladder is on a belt, rope, or hoist. Ladder safety quiz. Number 1. OSHA standards cover ladder inspection and safe use procedures. A, true, B, false. The answer is A, true. Number 2, a ladder's rating, 1A, 1, 2, or 3, tells you A, the combined weight of a person and equipment it can handle safely, B, the number of people it can handle safely, or C, what type of temperature conditions it can handle safely. The answer is A, the combined weight of person and equipment it can handle safely. Number 3, when you work around electricity, you should use a metal ladder. A, true, B, false. The answer is B, false. To prevent falls, ladder rungs and step surfaces should be A, worn thin, B, slip resistant, C, treated with oil. The answer is B, slip resistant. Number 5, if a ladder is damaged or has parts missing, you should A, fix it, B, use it, C, tag it and turn it in. The answer is C, tag it and turn it in. Number 6, a ladder should extend A, only to the top support, B, at least 3 feet about the top support, or C, 6 feet above the top support. The answer is B, at least 3 feet about the top support. Number 7, the distance between the ladder's base and the surface it leans against should be A, about 6 inches, B, 1/4 the ladder's length, or C, 1/2 the ladder's length. The answer is B, 1/4 the ladder's length. Number 8, the maximum number of people permitted on a ladder is A, 1, B, 2, C, depends on the weight of the people. The answer is A, 1. Number 9, when you climb a ladder, you should face the ladder and hold both side rails. A, true, B, false. The answer is A, true. Number 10, the best way to carry tools on a ladder is A, in your hand, B, on a belt, rope, or hoist, C, in your back pocket. The answer is B, on a belt, rope, or hoist. This concludes our crisis management and safety meeting. If you have any questions, please contact Mr. Taylor or myself, Mrs. Kroll. Have a blessed day.